It's the K.L.P. Aftermath.
Get ready.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
Yo, what's cracking like this? Big Snoop Deal Double G.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy J.
Radio.
We're taking over the radio.
You're locked in with
K.L.P. Kennedy Lucas.
It's going down. It's crazy.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce, and you listening to my station.
Powered by the Core 94.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another exciting podcast here today. This is, of course, the K.L.P. Aftermath Season 2 with your host, K.L.P. Kennedy Lucas. Welcome back to another exciting podcast here today. And if you've been tuning in for this week, I hope you guys been enjoying this week's podcast. We've been talking about so many things this week. It's been a fantastic week. It's been one of those weeks where it's been a good week. It's been a very productive week, work-wise, K.L.P. Entertainment-wise, Kennedy Lucas-wise, Kennedy Lucas and Associates-wise, Swanky Records-wise. It's just been a very, very great week. I'm especially excited because I can say very, very tightly here on the show that, of course, today we went through quite a few business meetings, but had to meet up with some of our upcoming producers, aka a couple of friends and my brother. We booked our plane tickets. It's official. The New York trip is officially on. It's been on for a while now, as I'm getting text message, of course, from friends about the booking and trying to get some hotels good squared away here. Yeah, I'm excited, y'all. Let me tell you, the New York trip, if you guys don't know, we've been doing a lot of research, and you guys know on the gram, on social media, on Twitter. Of course, K.L.P. Entertainment will be traveling to New York City to film a documentary called Street Style. Of course, that's no secret, T. We've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks now. We're going up there, we're filming, we're doing podcast episodes for you guys. We're also working on a new album up there in New York. And it's just one of those things when you book a trip and you book your plane tickets, and yes, we are flying. We have the plane ticket, getting ready for it. And, you know, it's official when you have your flight and your tickets and you're ready and your baggage claim. It's official. So it's one of those things that I'm very excited for. I'm very excited for that trip because I've never been. And, you know, it's a great time to go because, you know, even though we're still in a pandemic, obviously, of course, a lot of people are getting ready for the spring break. Of course, I know at Emory University, next week will start their spring break. We'll still be around the offices of Emory, but that next week after this next week, I will be, of course, not in the state of Atlanta, in the state of Georgia. Here in Atlanta, I will be out there in New York with some crew members to film this documentary, to travel, and to experience their New York life for a week. And I'm super excited because, you know, every year I try to plan these trips, T. That's one of those things I try to do. So we'll talk more about that trip. I know I kind of went off a little bit topic there. I got excited because that's what we've been doing all day today. Well, not all day, but, you know, that's one of the preparation plans for New York City. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. Now, that does mean for the week we won't be doing extra exclusive content. But if you follow all of our social medias, of course, we're going to be posting, and, you know, we'll be, you know, posting it up on New York City. So again, just follow all of our social medias. That's where you'll find us that week when we go up there to New York City. Now, before we talk about the topics of conversations here today, T, of course, we got to give it up to our sponsors. If you guys don't know, our sponsors goes out to Flex Living, of course. You guys don't know, we rolled out the Swanky Fit Cross Flex Living big sale, spring sale this month of March. You guys can go to flexliving.com. Of course, go to flexliving.com/swankyfit. You guys will not be sorry when you go on the site, because what they sell there, what we sell, is athletic gear and accessories. If you guys don't know, I am a huge fitness guy. You guys see it on my TikTok, you see it on my Snapchat, you see it on Twitter, you see it on Instagram. I'm a huge advocate about fitness and what you rock with your fitness athletic wear. Of course, Flex Living is based off the state of Utah. They're making some great premium athletic gear. You guys can get your shopping on because there's a BOGO sale going on right now for the month of March for spring, starting up spring. And if you use my promo code, again, that's Kennedy Lucas K.L.P, all caps, Kennedy Lucas K.L.P, you can get up to 20% off your purchases. So it's a big sale. You do not want to miss it. Swanky, of course, flexliving.com//swankyfit. Of course, is available on our website at www.lucas904.wins.com/KLPE. You guys go there, shop. Again, use promo code all caps, Kennedy Lucas K.L.P. to get up to 20% off your purchases. It's a great deal, y'all. It's a great deal because you can find some really good stuff, and 20% off your purchase. You cannot go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with that at all, T. So just throw it out there for sure. And also, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for this. This week, we've been uploading our streaming service, of course, Vox TV channel by K.L.P Entertainment. Check us out there. We've got so many good shows, so many good podcasts, so many tech shows. We're dabbling into the sports show too. You guys can check out the latest highlights from women's basketball available right now on Vox TV channel by K.L.P Entertainment. So now let's get on to the goodness, the kind of gaming side of things. Of course, we do have some gaming side of things and some show side of things and a movie side of things for today's podcast. So we have a little bit mixture of both here today, just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit for the podcast, because you would not be surprised, T. In my offices, we have, obviously it's a big office, so we have TVs, we have monitors, and, I had to make a change with the business environment, because we all know what's going around. Of course, Russia versus Ukraine. We're not going to talk so much about politics because that's not the hint of the show. So I like to find different stories to talk about on a podcast show that doesn't talk about Russia and Ukraine and what we got going on with them right now. We're going to kind of steer away from politics for one show and just to ease the mind, because it's such a drag. It's sadness that's going on. It's a lot of politics that's going on, and I just can't handle it. I can't wait for this to be over, so that way we can live our lives out the way we intend to, and our gas prices can go down. That's politics. We're not going to dabble too much into it. But of course, Nintendo is making that money this month. Of course, the new Kirby game comes out this month. Of course, I am debating to see if I want to cop that game out or not. That game will range to $60. And this happened last month, because February sadly is over. But it was over. It ended a couple days ago. Of course, Cyberpunk 2077 and Horizon Forbidden West did come out. And when I go video game shopping, I like to buy video games, but I don't buy video games that much when they first came out. Now I'm starting to, and I've been doing this for years, T, and you know me, running a business, running a side hustle, running my main hustle, and running my financials. I like to budget everything. And I actually had a talk with my brother, because my brother actually persuaded me I needed to buy some new clothes for New York. And I was stuck in my ways at one point, but he was saying that, you're good. You would never be kicked out of your apartment. You're good with money. You should learn to relax and to spend some of your money when you work hard for your money. And he's right. I got in my head about it. He's right. But of course, back to the story, T. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to drift off here. But Nintendo is making bank this month. Of course, you got the new Kirby game to come out. Of course, the Mario Kart DLC that rolls out. That's going to be a separate podcast, because honestly, we were hoping for a new Mario Kart game, right? We were looking for Mario Kart 9. We didn't quite get it this year. We probably will get it in the near future. I think a lot of Nintendo fans have to stay put. We are getting a new Nintendo Mario Kart game of some sort coming soon. It may not be this year. It might be half of next year. We don't know. I was expecting Mario Kart 9. We did get the Mario Strikers game. I can't remember what it was called for the trailer at Nintendo's Direct, but of course, Mario Strikers is a soccer game that we played for GameCube back in the day. My brother got it for his birthday. I forgot what age he was turning at that time, but he loved Mario Strikers, and then we picked up Mario Strikers Charge for Wii. So now, of course, they got a third Mario Strikers game coming out in June. That will be a cop, because that would be something that I would enjoy playing with my brother, going head to head, and maybe we can do some video content out of it. But Nintendo is making bank because of the Pokemon series. Now, we all know Pokemon Legends Arceus just came out. I want to say a couple of days ago, and I know my friend Mutzi and Phil, shout out to them. I know they picked that game up. I think Mutzi picked it up for Phil. I know they got the game, and I got to ask them how that game is running. Is it good? Is it worth the purchase? But Pokemon just announced another new Pokemon series called Pokemon Violet, and I forgot the other one off the bat to you. I had it in my mind, but I kind of forgot the other name of it. But they're rolling out a new Pokemon franchise game for Nintendo Switch. And this is a smart move, but it kind of I don't know. It's kind of saturating them in their markets just a little bit because you just got Pokemon Legends Arceus that just came out a couple of days ago, maybe a week and a half ago, and now you're rolling out a brand new, spanking new Pokemon game. I think it's a bit saturated, I'll say, because I'm a Pokemon guy too. I haven't played the Pokemon games as much, which I really do need to get back into playing Pokemon for the video game. So now I'm definitely going to ask my friends, how is Pokemon Legends Arceus? Is it worth the purchase? Because I used to be a huge Pokemon player back in the day, guys. I remember having Pokemon for GameCube and for Game Boy, and I played for a while, but I kind of drifted away from that. But now a lot of people are playing Pokemon. It's like, okay, maybe I should give this game a try because I should be into these kind of games. Because honestly, at my house, since I have my PlayStation 5, my Nintendo Switch has just been sitting there, and I feel bad because there's not a lot of great games that are for purchase right now at a good deal. I mean, if you're looking at a Pokemon game, you're looking at a Legend of Zelda game, you're looking at a Mario game, you're looking at $50 a pop. Hey, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate that came out, I want to say 7 years ago, it felt like, still ranges at $60 right now. And it's just, I don't know, when I go video game shopping, I gotta love the game a little bit. I gotta really get into the game for me to purchase a $50, $60 game. Even now, a $70 game for PlayStation 5 now. So I really have to get into the game mode to really want to spend that money out there for that. But of course, Violet, and I'm really sorry, y'all, I'm forgetting the other one, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The newest Pokemon series just rolled out, and Nintendo, they're smart. Honestly, though, I really do think they're oversaturating it a little bit. I honestly think they should have announced that at the past Nintendo Direct. I don't know why they didn't do it at that moment, but I guess they're still kind of waiting the market a little bit. I do say again that it's a little bit oversaturated because we just got a new Pokemon game. So for people to be, and people are going to buy it, right? When these next new Pokemon games come out, they're going to buy it because if you're a Pokemon fan, you're going to buy the brand spanking new Pokemon. But if you already got Pokemon Legends Arceus and you're satisfied with that game, I'd say wait until you beat the game, wait until you get bored of it, wait until you really completely beat it and you're just not into it no more to invest in a brand new Pokemon game that's getting ready to come out. It's crazy that they're throwing out the Pokemon games, but we're not seeing so much of the Mario games. We're not seeing so much of and we're going to see Zelda, right? We didn't get that announced at the Nintendo Direct that's passed, but of course at E3 they're probably going to announce the Breath of the Wild 2 at E3 this year. So it's a great time to be a gamer. It really is, because Elden Ring, that's the next topic of conversation. Elden Ring came out and is getting some great reviews, knocking down Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West is now number 2, while Elden Ring is number 1. A lot of people was like, oh my God, Elden Ring just beat Horizon Forbidden West. I honestly don't think it was a beating kind of thing. I mean, every new game that came out, that's going to be number 1 at the moment. That's going to be the topic of conversation because that game just came out. So I'm not hating on Elden Ring, right? I'm not hating on it. I'm seeing reviews for it and I'm dabbling into it. I'm trying to see if I can invest in getting that game as well. I don't know, because I saw some of the gameplay and I just wasn't that drawn into Elden Ring like I was Horizon Forbidden West. Obviously, when Horizon Forbidden West came out, I got it day one, honestly, because I'm a huge Horizon fan. Not a fanboy, but I'm playing Horizon Forbidden West right now, and I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it, and it's really a great game. As pertains to Elden Ring, I'm seeing gameplay. I'm just not that drawn into it yet. Maybe I will once I see more gameplay. It was the same game, this game won Game of the Year, Sicario, Shadow Dies Twice. The game on the internet looked great, but when I played it, I just wasn't that tuned into it, and I ended up selling it off to GameStop and got something else because I just wasn't. I hear the hype, I hear the wow factor of a game, but when you play it, you're like, okay, this is what people have been raving about because I'm not feeling this. So and it's been true. I bought games that I just wasn't feeling, and I traded that game back in to get something else. I just wasn't feeling it. It's not my style. Every game is not for everyone, right? You know, you can't be, if you're a hardcore gamer and you like every game, then that's great. But you really critique your games. I critique my games. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not paying for it. So I see some of the gameplay for Elden Ring, and I'm not drawn into it. And I know myself to buy into the hype, and I learn as I get older buying video games and make sure my budget's right, make sure my financials are right. I'm that kind of gamer where I need to see reviews first. I need to see how good it's sold before I can invest time and money and energy into a game. That's the kind of gamer I am. I know a lot of gamers, they're getting games left and right day one because they can. I just haven't, I'm just not going to be that gamer to load a lot of money on a brand spanking new game if I'm just not into it. But it is, that's the market right now. One last thing, this is not on our script, y'all, because we have time. And I wanted to talk about this because I really did get excited about this. I know this is kind of at the beginning of the show, we're talking about video games, but that's just what I love. And hopefully my Emory students love video games as much as I do, because be honest, I love video games. That's one of the things that I absolutely love is video games. Growing up, every year I wanted a video game for my birthday every year because I'm just that big of a gamer. I love video games. But it's been said, of course, Resident Evil 2 and 3, the remake, you guys know, the remake that came out a couple of years ago. I want to say Resident Evil 2 remake came out in 2019, I want to say it did, and then they made the third one to come out in 2020, I think. I might be wrong on that, but they're getting an enhanced version for both of them for the next gen consoles. So if you have a PlayStation 5, like I do, luckily, or an Xbox Series S or X, you're able to get a free upgrade. I do think this is for PlayStation. I do know that you can get 2 and 3 as a free upgrade if you purchase the PlayStation 4 version. I don't know so much about Xbox because I only read the PlayStation article because I have a PlayStation 5, so I wanted to know that for that. So that's something that you guys can take advantage of. It did say later this year, so I think they're still working some kinks out of it. I really do hope that Resident Evil 2, the remake for PlayStation 5 enhanced version, does come out this summer. I don't want to have to wait until fall to play this because I already played Resident Evil 2. Did I beat it? No. Did I stop playing it? Yes. That's why I reinstalled it for the PlayStation 4 version for PlayStation 5, because I kind of stopped playing it because at that time, I believe Final Fantasy came out. Final Fantasy VII remake came out. So I was kind of focused on that. But after seeing the notes today, the article today, Resident Evil 2, the remake, the newest one, and Resident Evil 3, the remake, the newest one, will all be remastered for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. If you have both for PlayStation 4, we get it for free. That's one of the things I really like that PlayStation is doing, where these PlayStation 4 titles have come out, you play them and then they enhance them and then you get a free upgrade. I really, really do enjoy that. And I think they're really hitting our market with that too, simply because if, let's say Resident Evil 2, right, T, it came out in 2018, 19, don't remember the year. I did buy that game and I played it, kind of stopped, sadly, but I did. Imagine if they tried to resell it for $20, for $30, maybe even $40 for PlayStation 5. Will it be worth the value? Would you still rebuy the same game, just a different kink because it's on the next gen console? My answer to that, to the fans, y'all, I would never do that. I wouldn't pay a game that I played before, beat before, and remaster it for again. There's a lot of games I think that PlayStation should do. I'm glad that they did. Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I don't think it's available now, T. It came out on PlayStation 4, obviously in 2019, 19. I'm blanking on them years. And then when the PlayStation 5 first came out, you're able to get a free upgrade. I like it when they do that. They did the same thing with Spider-Man Miles Morales. If you bought and played the game, Spider-Man Miles Morales for PlayStation 4, I was able to also get that game for free as an upgrade, as well as Marvel's Avengers that came out for PlayStation 4, free upgrade for PlayStation 5. So I really like it when they're doing these upgrades. Now, of course, you got those bigger titles like Uncharted and Ghost of Tsushima. They charged a $10 fee for the upgrade. Honestly, the $10 is worth it. It really is worth it at the end of the day, where you're playing a great game like that and you're able to get a great update, a great upkeep when it comes to that. So I am proud that Capcom and PlayStation came to the consensus that Resident Evil 2 will be for free when it comes out. Again, I do hope it comes out this summer. I don't want to have to wait all the way to fall just to see, just to play the game and see the graphics for PlayStation 5. I really want them to have that out for PlayStation 5 for this summer. That's just what I say. Of course, moving away from gaming news, I know y'all get tired. We wasted 19 minutes talking about gaming, but it's an interesting topic. Is some of the things I like to talk about because we're not talking about politics. We're not talking about what's going on in the crazy world today. More news is coming from today, of course. Shake from Love is Blind. I started Love is Blind season 2. I haven't finished. I probably will finish this when I get home after this podcast because I love Love is Blind. The first season was good, and I just haven't been. I've started season 2, but there's so many other shows out right now that I'm trying to catch up on. Of course, Shake from Love is Blind addresses backlash over comments about fiance K.L.P, of course, and might be a spoiler alert for myself because I didn't finish the season, but this is the script today. Love is Blind star Abhishek Sheikh Chatterjee, I probably butchered their name wrong, I'm sorry, is speaking out about the backlash he received after season 2 of the Netflix series aired. Many fans of the reality dating show have been critical of the way Sheikh spoke about his former fiance K.L.P Vempanti, or Pati, whom he met while filming the show. Throughout the season, Sheikh told a castmate that he wasn't physically attracted to K.L.P. It feels like I'm with my aunt or something. Oh, that's horrible. That's really horrible. I mean, see, love is blind, and no pun intended to the show. But honestly, you don't. Ooh, I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. I just don't believe. I believe in young love, believe it or not. I just don't believe in, and this is just my opinion before people start trolling me on the show and putting comments and say, oh, you're wrong for this, because I talked about Mackenzie Forrester and I got a huge backlash from that show. I don't believe in young marriage. And that's just my opinion. It's not a fact. I'm just a podcaster that stated my opinion. But this was a case of young love. You think you know your person, you think you're ready to marry this certain person at a young age. You end up trying to get engaged, you want to get married, and then you feel like that it's not going to work out well. It's just my opinion, because I have quite a few friends that are married right now that are about the same age as me, and I'm only 25. That's really young. I think this was a case of you're young and you thought you wanted this woman to be your soulmate, and then you really get to know the person because you're young, you're impressionable, you don't know any better, and then you end up getting a divorce. This is one of the things that's been, now this part is statistically proven that, of course, divorce leads, a lot of young couples end up in divorce in the next 3 to 4 years. When it comes down to it, of course, it's young, not knowing what they want, and financials. Of course, financials is the number one reason causing divorce in America today. So this is one of those things. That's the statistical fact with what I just said. That's not my opinion. That's the actual fact. You guys can go out there for sure. He said during one of the scenes, he also appeared to ask her about her weight and size while they were talking in the dating pods. Honestly, gentlemen, don't, and I say this very, very soon because this is my show, and this is how I'm feeling about this certain topic. Men should make sure that they are expressing their preference without being rude. I did see the first episode, and I think this was this guy that said it. He was talking to one girl. I don't know if this was her, but he was talking to a woman on the other side of the pod that was a little bit, and I'm trying to be politically correct here because there's a term for this, that was a little bit a heavier set, a little bit more thick in the right ways. And he said that, and I think this was this guy that said that, he said, and I'm looking up because I'm trying to remember what he said. He said they were talking, and he said, oh, well, I have trouble picking you up. Honestly, I really hate that guys are like this, because you shouldn't not want to not date somebody because of their weight. You should want to date somebody based off their personality, based off their interests, and based off what they want to achieve in life. Those are the three major factors about dating someone, whether if you are a guy looking into a girl, whether you are a girl looking into a guy, or whether you're a guy looking into a guy, or a lady or a woman looking into a woman. You should not judge a book by its cover. You shouldn't. You should not say, oh, she's fat, so I can't date her. Or no, she's overweight, I can't date her. I cannot stand it when guys say that. I really hate it. Don't say, I don't want to date her because she's heavy set. The correct term is, she's nice, her personality's there. I prefer someone a little bit more slim, right? That seems like the perfect, not perfect, because nothing's perfect with verbiage, but that seems like the appropriate way to say, I don't want to date you because you're not the body shape. Now, you're body shaming, and I'm not saying that I body shame, because I don't body shame at all. But try, if you're a guy, and this can go vice versa, if you're seeking someone with a great personality, but is a little bit heavier set, a little bit thick around the waist, try to talk to them about fitness. Talk to them about meditation. Talk to them about health. Because I have a lot of friends that say, hey, I want to lose weight. I'm this and that and the other. I'm a little bit heavier this way. And the friends that told me about them wanting to lose weight, or have it to where they say, I am just a little bit overweight, a little bit heavy set. I want to start losing weight. The friends that tell me that, I talk to them about health. I talk to them about eating habits. I talk to them about how to go to the gym and get a membership and then really get invested into fitness. And then I go in and say the fitness benefits and the health benefits of keeping yourself toned, because it can be done. Because mind you guys, in 2015, I was over 200 pounds. I was overweight. And to me, and I know that may not be, people going to say, Kennedy, that was 200 pounds, you're not overweight. No, to me, in my mind, over 200 pounds was overweight for my body. And I didn't like the way I looked because I was chunky monkey, right? I was a little bit chunky. And over the years, I've done something to lose the weight because I didn't like the way I looked. And a lot of women, they do that, right? They look at the mirror and they don't like the way they look, so they do something about it. But the point is, guys should not downplay women, should not make women feel like crap because they're overweight. Instead, guys should make sure that they motivate people, motivate your significant other to lose the weight. And that's one thing I wish Shake would have done, not just saying, I don't want to date her because she's overweight, she's fat. That's mean. That's not the way to go about it. Of course, a horrible couple made it to the altar in the end of the show, but ended up going their separate ways. Baptiste recently told BuzzFeed that she has been taken aback by how harsh Shake's comments were. These are harsh. Words do hurt. And I really wish people will understand the words they're saying in today's society, because words do hurt. Number two, I do think this was young, dumb love. Marriage, again, and this is my opinion, this next thing is my opinion, young marriage doesn't work. And it's just my opinion. That's why a lot of people, even my parents, and they drive me nuts when they ask, when we get married, when am I happy? I'm not thinking about that stuff because it doesn't work. It works for some people, but it just doesn't work for me. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people wanting to get married at age 24, on up to 26. Some people are married, and I've met somebody who's younger than that, who's like 22 and married. So I understand if you fall in love, you fall in love, and that happens. But I honestly do think when you're young, in your 20s, trying to get married, you don't know what you want at age 20. I'm 25. This May I'll be 26. I don't know what I want in a marriage because I'm not thinking about it. I'm too young and dumb to figure out how marriage works. And that's why I am not married. And that's why Baptiste, Deep Teep and Shake, they got onto the altar, got married. They went separate ways because they're young. They didn't know what they wanted. They thought they liked that person, but they didn't. That's just my opinion. So that's going to wrap it up here on the podcast show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're listening to the show at K.L.P Entertainment, YouTube, and Daily Motion. If you're listening to all of our audio platforms, thank you. Share it with your friends, letting you guys know that we've been live. We're going to come back next Tuesday. Of course, when we come back, we'll bring out more podcasting for you guys. Of course, stay tuned later this week for more media content. I've been your host, K.L.P Kennedy Lucas. Stay safe. Stay swanky.